The Stamp Act imposed on the colonies by the Parliament of Great Britain is an ill-judged measure. Parliament has no right to put its hands into our pockets. These words were spoken by George Washington. Many colonists at this time would agree with him on the matter of the Stamp Act. What was the Stamp Act? As a quick review of the Stamp Act, recall that this was a tax created in 1765 by the British. Because of the Stamp Act, colonists had to pay a tax on printed materials like newspapers, magazines, wills, and even dice. The official stamp showed the colonies had paid for the tax.
With the Stamp Act, there were 54 documents affected. Some of these were some of the examples that I'll show below here. One example is a calendar. The second example is a diploma. Something that was utilized every single day by most colonials. Was the newspaper. Dice. Playing cards. And marriage licenses. This also included wills or any sort of documents, bill of sales as well. So there you have it. There are 54 documents that were affected, and here are 6 very important ones: calendars, diplomas, newspapers, dice, playing cards, and marriage licenses.
There was colonial protest to this act. Here is an example of one protest image. Why a Stamp Act or any other acts? Remember that costly French and Indian War? Yeah, the American colonies won the war with the help of the British Army. However, it was expensive. Taxes such as the Stamp Act were supposed to help the British pay for the war. The American colonists had no representation in the British Parliament. Therefore, the colonists did not think Great Britain should tax them. This was referred to as taxation without representation. How would you react to the unfair tax? Many colonists decided to protest by refusing to pay the tax. British products were also boycotted. The tax collectors were often threatened and tarred and feathered. The colonies met together for the Stamp Act Congress, where they prepared to protest against Britain. The Sons of Liberty formed and included many patriots who would protest the taxes and intimidate tax collectors. What effect did the protests have? Well, if you were a British business owner, you probably lost money or even your job. Great Britain finally repealed the Stamp Act on March 17, 1766. However, that didn't stop Britain from taxing the colonies. The same day, they passed the Declaratory Act. It said that the British government had the right to make laws and tax the colonies. Eventually, Britain continued to add a variety of taxes.